Hello, anyone that might be watching this video. My name is William Forster. I am a student here at the University of New Mexico, and this video is for my Project 1 for my English 219 class. In this video I'm going to try and explain to you how to play the cello for a very basic or very novice player of the cello. And in this video I'll mainly focus on the physical handling of the cello itself, not so much the music theory side, as the music theory side would take longer to explain and is overall a more confusing and complex thing to explain. But yeah, let's get right into the video with step 1. Okay, so for step 1, in order to play the cello properly, you're going to need to acquire the necessary tools in order to play the cello. Luckily, aside from the cello itself, there's really only one other thing you need, and that's a bow. To talk about the cello itself real quick, this is a full-size cello. Anyone that's in high school or older will be using a full-size cello, so I've been using this for about the last 5-6 years now. It's about 4 feet tall, standing up right as it is right now, and the bow itself is about 30 inches long, so about a little under 3 feet. So it's fairly large, takes up a lot of space. You'll also be sitting down to play the instrument, so that's an important part. To touch on something that someone brought up in the peer review, there's actually not really left-handed cellos. You're mainly playing the cello favors right-handed people. It's kind of unfortunate because left-handed people want to play the cello too, but they kind of just have to be forced into playing it right-handed. There's some solutions out there, but they're not really that great as of right now. So hopefully maybe someone can figure out how to make better left-handed cellos for people. But those are the two basic things you need. So now we'll go into step 2, which is adjusting the cello to your height. Okay, so for step 2 of playing the cello properly, we're going to be adjusting the cello to our certain height while sitting down. I'll show you the way I like to do it. The personal preference depends among each person, depending on how high or how low they might want the cello. I'll show you what I do, what I like, but you can maybe add some slight variations depending on what you want. So to adjust the cello, first off, if you look towards the very bottom, you'll find this pretty sharp metal rod. This is called the end pin. I say sharp because it is sharp, so please don't try and hurt someone with this. It will draw blood. So what you want to do is you want to take it out. There's a little screw right here that I'll unscrew, and then so you can adjust it. It's a fairly long metal rod that you can adjust, and you just adjust by screwing the screw back in to tighten it. And where I like having the cello is about right here in the middle of my sternum. I like having this top part of the back of the cello, about right there at the top of the sternum. I think for this, it provides a nice balance of control, but also support. And you can kind of lean back and play the cello. It can be leisurely as well. It's a nice position. But that's all it really is for adjusting the cello. It's pretty easy. So for step 3, we'll be focusing on the left hand, which is one of the more important parts of playing the cello. Okay, so for step 3, we'll be focusing mainly on the left hand, which the left hand will control all the different notes that you can play while you play the cello. So it's a pretty important hand to know the correct position of it in order to get it down as you start playing the cello. So the easiest way to think about how to grip the cello properly with the left hand is to grab a can of Coke, or in this case Mountain Dew, and just look at the way that you grab it. If you notice, your hands kind of naturally drape over and just kind of grip, not too hard, but grip the side of the can, and then you have your thumb back here for support. And if you take away the can, it kind of looks like that your hand makes a C. You basically apply the same thing to the cello. So maybe think about it, thumb first, so push your thumb back here for support first, and then drape the rest of your fingers along with it. And that's about it. It's a pretty natural position, pretty comfortable. And that's all there really is to it. It's not too hard. So for step 4, we'll focus on the bow hand, which is how we'll get the big sound that the cello is known for. Okay, so for step 4, we'll be focusing on the right hand, or the bow hand of playing the cello. So if you recall with our left hand, we kind of made a C formation when we wrap our hand around the neck of the cello. Similar thing happens with our bow hand, except it's a little bit more of a flat C, kind of like this. To further explain, so we have this black part, which is the rubber tip of the bow, and we have this other black part called the frog of the bow. And what you'll do is you'll take your thumb of your right hand and place it right in between those two for support as an anchor, again, kind of like how you did with your left hand. And then you'll just naturally drape the rest of your fingers over the rest of the bow, like so. Again, pretty easy, pretty natural. This doesn't hurt to hold. If this hurts to hold, you're doing it wrong, sorry to say. But again, pretty easy. So now that we have both our bow hand and our left hand figured out, and that we have our cello properly aligned to our height, we can start playing some actual songs or some actual notes, which I'll show you right now. Okay, so one of the simple things that we can play after learning all the things we just learned would be a simple C major scale. The C major scale is the easiest scale to play in the world of scales in the music theory world. It has no sharps, no flats, and it's fairly nice sounding. So here it is. Again, fairly nice sounding, very melodic. Yeah, that's one of the things we can play now that we know how to play the cello. So that will just about conclude this video. That's about all the steps I have laid out for you on how to play the cello. Hopefully you got something from this video, or if not, if you didn't get anything from it, hopefully you're at least interested in the cello as an instrument itself. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.